Maybe those issues that they face are not the same in rural Texas. Each rural county has their own set of problems. And down there in my neck of the woods, we just saw, for example, some of the work we've been doing was helping with the food pantry. Of course, a federal issue where funding has been cut, right? But we got together as a party and we set out a project to, get food, get canned foods, get canned goods, and go take them to the Marfa Food Pantry. That's one pillar of work. Another thing that we did, another issue that we're seeing down there is that right across the border, Presidio, Texas is a border town, and we have a migrant shelter on the other side. A lot of these migrants are arriving children, unaccompanied minors, that stay there for months at a migrant shelter. So we went ahead and also did a project with them. We donated beddings, pillows, blankets, etc. And these are issues that may not be in the news, may not be out there in the urban or rural urban counties. If we bring it up and we continue that community, you'll hear me say that over and over again. Eventually, we can start, setting an example for our surrounding rural counties to do the same, to do some work for the community.
Pooja, your perspective on the top 20 to 30 most populous counties approach versus a 254 county approach?
Absolutely, and I heard you about saying as a statewide candidate going into rural counties. And I can say this as the outgoing chair, I actually told the Colin Allred for Senate campaign last cycle in the general, come and do one or two rallies in Travis. Don't spend a bunch of time here. We are blue. Leave it to us to get out our voters. But we don't need to see our statewide candidates here that much. Please come fundraise here and then go out in the rural areas and get the votes. And I'll tell you why. Is because at least in Travis, it has become a very unaffordable place to live. And we've had a lot of people leaving Travis County and moving into rural areas and moving into surrounding counties. And to me, if we as a Democratic Party aren't figuring out a way to work with the people that are moving out, to work with the Democrats that are moving out of Travis and into other parts of the state, we're losing voters if we don't work in the rural areas. So I will say, statewide candidates, if I had advice for you, just come to the blue areas, come to Travis once or twice. We have, every one of our electeds is Democratic. We only have HD 19, Ellen Droxclair, who's a Republican. She never shows up to anything we do in Travis anyway, so we just consider all of our electeds Democratic. We also flipped the one of the few seats last cycle from red to blue on city council, so our entire city council is also Democratic. We have our people to show up. We have our electeds to do the block walks. We have that. We just need to get our Democrats out to vote. So statewide candidates, I will tell you all, yes, show up once or twice, get us excited, fundraise, and then go into some of the rural areas. In the last few years, Williamson County and Hayes County